So there was this live band karaoke on Thursday nights that some of my friends and I went to.
Right.
And first night I did all these things that I've done by the Killers, and I've done that a bunch at karaoke bars before and gotten pretty good reviews for it. And that went pretty well. Then I told them for next week, because I'm big into Joy Division, I was like, hey, try to see if you can do Transmission, which will be another one of our band's first songs performed. Let me know if your band can do Transmission by next week. I'll give you an extra 20 pounds or whatever. And so next week comes, and I get in kind of late, and they're like, hey, yeah, we couldn't learn that song in time. You can do another one. I looked through the list real quick, and I said, yeah, I'll do I Believe in This Thing Called Love by the Darkness, which I'm somewhat familiar with, but I was really familiar with it, but I hadn't listened to it in a while. So I sang that song, which involves a lot of Freddie Mercury, Queen type falsetto. No Queen comments, please. But it involves a lot of falsetto, and I sang it. And falsetto is one of those things. It's always like, you're not a professional musician. It's always hard to figure out when you're actually on key because it's so high. But I had all these people come up to me and offer to buy me drinks and say, hey, that was amazing. That was mind-blowing. That was one of the coolest things we've seen in a while. And I said, well, thank you. That's very nice of you. And like this one couple came up to me last Friday. Saturday. This past Saturday, like a couple days afterwards, and said, hey, that was amazing. Like, we were absolutely blown away. We shouted, somebody buy that man a drink. And a girl said her dad's...
So someone in the audience you remember heard say, buy that man a drink.
Well, I wasn't probably listening.
And then later you get to meet the person.
I didn't hear them say that. Oh. That's what they said they shouted, but I didn't hear it. Of course, it was a loud bar. Kind of a big bar, multi-story. But yeah, I was just like, thank you very much. And one of the girls said her dad's a record producer and asked if we had a record contract. I'm like, no, we're just starting out. And she's like, oh, well, we should be in touch. And I'm like, yeah, if nothing else, I should at least try being in a band. There's nothing, you always have to say you tried.